Hi guys, my name is John and today I'm going to try out the Lilac a Lot collection, which I think it's like the third or fourth recent release from Colourpop after this one, after their like Sophia collaboration and their like foaming like eyelashes like those lashes a collection. They're expanding on one of their collection. This one it's like relatively new. They're like fourth one. I think it's like 2 to 3 weeks ago they launched this one, and today I'm going to do like a full face tutorial on how to like to demo this and some of their like glitter eyeshadow, like glitter shadow, pressed glitter, like what's they're called, like glitterally obsessed. These are like body glitters, and their liner, their blush, their lip piece. Keep on watching. So we will start with like a primer from e.l.f. I've been tried this primer like a few times. It's really hydrating. It had the first ingredient, it's a dimethicone, and then there's like another dimethicone there, and then there's like grapeseed oil, there's like vitamin A, E, and C in it, which helps with like skin to protect from like pollution and stuff. And you can see it's like a very thick kind of like a gel. If you've ever applied some gel, this is like those kind of gel, not like jelly gel, but like very creamy gel texture. It feels nice, it's very silky. There's some blurring on the skin with this because of the dimethicone. I hope this doesn't really oxidize. I've like tried this Smashbox primer and it's disgusting. I don't know how to describe it. It's like very oily, and it oxidized my foundation and turned my foundation orange. It's like orange is the new black. Jesus Christ. And then I will put on this L'Oreal Total Coverage Longwear Foundation. I use the shade 24 Golden Beige. I love this foundation. It's like very lightweight. It's a mousse kind of texture. A little goes a really long way with this. You don't need a lot. Okay. Don't really need a lot. So I will apply it with an Eco 2 sponge. It's really easy to blend. It's a more like a mousse kind of like foundation, which usually would be really matte on the skin, but this sits really nicely and doesn't really like dry down into like a powder kind of like feel. This sort of like stays like a mousse. And then I will use again the Revlon Photoready Candid concealer in the shade 25 Creme Brulee. I will just dot it on my skin. I think this is like one of my favorite concealer in the drugstore. It gives nice coverage and it doesn't feel really drying or anything. Trustworthy. Then just blend it out. I will set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in the shade Light Fair number 10. I've like used this for a few times and really love the powder. It's really smooth the skin and it doesn't really look cakey and dry on the skin, which is really good. And I will put in slightly extra, put some more powder out and use some powder brush to sweep it through every other place. It's a very forgiving powder. We will come back and finish the rest of the face, and now we will go into the eyeshadow palettes. First, we will prime our eyes with Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer Base. I like this over... Actually, I like both of them, but at the time I was like, that shade didn't work for me. I'm talking about Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. It was like, it looks gray on me. I like primers with a hint of color, but that didn't really work, and they don't have like other shades that are yellow tone. Mostly they're like pinks, purpley tones, I think, which I didn't love because I've like warm tones on my skin. It feels really nice. So in the palette there's 4 shimmer to like metallic shades, and there is other 5 other like matte shades. Not really deep in terms of there's like 2 deeper shades, but then the transition shades are on the lighter tone. I haven't tried this palette at all, and now we will see how this goes. So first I will put Iffy, a cool tone matte purple, on the socket here. Just place the color. Just place the color on from the outer V to the crease. Very pigmented, really nice. I'm trying a new technique, so bear with me. So placing the shadow, and placing the shadow, and then use a fluffy brush. I will use Ghosted, a pinky tone, pinky tone shade, more like a lilac pinky tone shade, to blend this out. Ooh. Ooh. They're really nice shadows. They don't feel dry, they feel really creamy and easy to blend. And then we would deepen the outer V with filtered this shade, this warmer tone matte shadow. Only put this in the corner here. Just place the color here. I have like two complete, like very different eye shape, which if you see there's a very uneven like eye look. Just bear with me. And then we will use the same brush, the fluffy brush, to blend out, to blow out the color. Just slightly blown it out. Okay, and then I will put fluff, this shade, on my lid here, all over my lid. It's a cool tone lavender shade. It's really creamy, really nice shimmer shadow. It's not metallic by any means, but it's like a really nice cool tone purple kind of like shadow. And then I will use cloud, this top pinky, this top pinky shade in the inner corner, not in the really inner corner, but the front of the eyes, close to my inner corner, to brighten up the inside of my look. It doesn't really have any fallout. No, it doesn't have any fallout. Really nice. If you are concerned with fallout, no fallout. And then I will line my eyes with a black liner from Rimmel Scandalized Eyes 24 Hour, where shade number is 001 Black. I don't like liquid liners because I suck at it, and sometimes my lashes are in the way, and because of my eye shape, they just don't align with each other, which is terrible. And then I will use a pencil brush to blend out the black eyes, the black liner. To smoke out the eye look a bit. For the lower lash line, I will use again another pencil brush. I will use use the shade Golden, like pinky shade. Go over it there. Bring in some pink in the eye look, and then there's like two liners. One of them is a lilac shade called Crybaby, and then the other shade is No Shame, which is a rich rich, like cool tone purple, which I'll put on my lower lash line to smoke it out. I'll put it on only on the outer V. It's really creamy. I've like tried, I think it's Inglot's Bullet something liner, and that automatic liner, like twist up liner, is dry and it tucks my eyes like crazy. I will use again the pencil brush to slightly blend out the liner. And then we will use the shade Cloud and in the here inner lower lash line to slightly highlight here. Beautiful. And then the next step, even though I shouldn't powder my face, we will try on some cream blush and highlight, but before that we will do the brows. This is, I think, the only thing that's not drugstore. It's from Urban Decay. Their brow and down. I'm used to shade Dark Drapes. So bright. Even though the brush aren't most of my brush are not from drugstore, but just saying, most of my like makeup products are from, except this one, are from drugstore or drugstore equivalent today. And then I'll put on the color. I think this really does glue in my brows. But not feeling like glue, but it's like it gives them texture. It gives them some color, some shape, and it doesn't overfill my brows, which is my problem with my brows. I have the tendency to overfill them, which looks a bit cray-cray. Nice and filled. They look fluffy, they look full. Okay, and then now we will put on some blush, highlight, and bronzer. This collection have two cheek sticks. So one of them is the blush and one of them is the highlight. The blush is called Pretty Thing. It's a Morphe, not Morphe, but it's like a very like rosy but like slightly Morphe color. Really mature, really fall. The next one is the highlighter. It has a bit of like that holographic, but not holographic, more like just white base with a purple shimmer. If you can see here, I think it's pretty, but some might say it's overdone. I will use like a synthetic brush. Don't rub this directly to your face because the foundation will rub off. Usually with cream products I will put it on a brush. This is a Fenty 110 foundation brush, and then just slightly put it on here, and just blend it out. Use a brush to blend it out. I need a mirror, like closer mirror, not. And it's on a cooler tone shade, which I don't have like cool tone blush in my collection. Most of them are warm tone blush, or like bright, not warm tone but brighter tone. This one it has a little bit more depth and more like a little bit more and then we can shear this out. I think the texture is really nice. It's really creamy. It has a really nice color payoff. Okay, you can see my cheeks. Just need a little bit more on this side. Just a little more on this side. Pat it and then blend it out. Usually people will be like, don't put cream on top of powder, and I think it's fine. If you miss one step or two, no one's gonna spank you for doing that. It's fine. And then we will try the highlight shade, which is Flying High. I'll be using a highlight brush from Mecca Cosmetics. I didn't buy that, that's a birthday gift. Oh no. No, let's not use a brush for this. Let's just use thingies and then pat it here. If you have ever tried Fenty Beauty's like matchsticks, they're rough and dry. This doesn't feel rough and dry. This feels really creamy. It looks quite purpley, quite nice. Sometimes I feel like purple tone goes really well with like warm tones, like people with a lot of warmth in their face. Sometimes I'm not really warm, but in terms of warmth in the skin, I guess if I use products that have like warm tone or more neutral tone, sometimes I will use, because sometimes there's too much warmth. And then I will use a bronzer from Maybelline. It's the Master City Bronzer using the shade Deep Cool 300. Pat the excess off and then just slightly glaze it in the perimeter of the face to slightly warm the face up. It's like a drugstore or a drugstore adjacent kind of like tutorial / demo. It's not a review. If anyone is thinking it's a review, I don't know, like, if I'm just wearing for this, should I call this a review or not? Maybe I still should call this a review. And then there's like the glitter, really obsessed body glitter. I want to try it on eyes. I've tried this on I've like tried, not this one on the eyes. Not a good idea. It's like I still find glitter on my face after using this. This one is this cool lady. I'm like literally I can find like a piece of glitter on here and then I have to flick it off and I can see my floor is full of glitter. It's like everywhere. It's reflecting everywhere, but still you never learn. You just don't ever learn. I will try the shade 1913 Starfire on the lids using a flat brush. Let me find my brush. Flat. Either the brush is hiding or where are you? Let's find you. It's like chunky. I think there is something that I want to try this on the eyes, but it's like really soft and goopy. Wasted. Oh my gosh, maybe I just should like pat on. Oh, pat this on. There's like not filthy, like some bits of glitter there. Trust me, don't put this on your eyes. I just want to test this out. So, okay. Follow the instructions. Never. But it's so pretty. You can see it's like there's like. Okay, this can go away. It feels a little wet. It does stay. Wow. This look is another level after applying some glitter. You can see that glitter will stay on my face till 2040, like 2046. And there's still two things in the collection. I didn't buy the soul and the face milk because I don't use any like body makeup, and I don't like they have like fragrance in there, like skincare, so I didn't buy that. So we have the Just Tint, we have the shade, the Strand, a mauve shade, and a very pinky Chubby Bunny shade. They smell like lychee, if you know what I mean, like literally like bubble tea lychee. I like this shade. The other shade's too light for my lips. It's a light tint, but you can see that this one it's like blue pink. This one I like the shade. it gives your lips a really cute tint. My lips are chapped, so don't mind me. You can see it gives a really high shine. It's like lip gloss without it being gloopy and smearing everywhere, and you have a lot of control. Oh, it smells so good. I want to drink bubble tea right now, like right now. So we will talk about the overall collection. How do I feel about them? I think the cheap products, I think I prefer powder over cream, unless you just put on like blush on their own, or like you prime this under your skin before you use your foundation. Maybe not a fan of these. If you like cream, sort of like highlighting blush, it's nice. It's not bad. It's really pigmented. It's pigmented, and it shears out really, really nicely. Love that, but not a fan of like cream cheap products. Not the palette. Very high quality. I think it's really easy to blend. You see no harsh lines. The blend are really, really beautifully. I think it's like one of the best purple eyeshadow palette or eyeshadow I've ever tried. Sometimes purple are really difficult to make and they're really dry. This one is really creamy, like completely like shocked me with their like quality. I've heard a lot of good things about like Colourpop. Didn't think that the eyeshadows are so nice, so creamy. Would recommend you to try this. The liners, they're creamy, they're nice, they're pigmented. I love this. If you have like need to find any cheap or inexpensive liner, I think these are bangers. The lippies, really hydrating, a slight tint. I think if you have really chapped like lips, these are more than adequate. I think there's like cheaper chapstick out there, but if you like a tint, I think these ones are quite nice. They feel really hydrating. I love it. The body glitters, they're like the body glitters. I'm sure about that. I think they have a lot of potential with this, and I think it's really beautiful product. It's just that I don't use it on my body, or you can use it on your eyes, but it's not completely eye safe. I would not recommend you to use it on the eyes. Use this as they write, not use it as I use it. They're pretty, but FYI, don't use it on your eyes. I think if you put it on your body, it's like really glittery, like gorgeousness, and they have like sticking they have a sticky base with this, really nice. We recommend you to try this out. If you have tried this collection, tell me what you think. I think this is a really, really beautiful collection. I think you should try this out. So subscribe, click the bell button to receive every video's notification, like, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.